Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Gratitude and Gains, where we're going to get our bodies moving, get our blood pumping, and we're going to set our goals, our gratitude, and we are going to set our intentions for the week. So I'm excited you're here with me today. And if this is your first time on Gratitude and Gains, I want you to check in with me. Let me know where you're tuning in from, okay? And I'd love to give you a quick shout out. We do get people from all over the world. So it's always amazing for me to see the impact and the reach that this is able to have, especially for my YouTubers. Man, my YouTubers be showing up every single day. Love that. So anyways, check in with me in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you've been here before, this isn't your first rodeo. All right. I want you to go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. So this helps get it out to more people. Hit that like button, and we appreciate your support. But let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's get started. All right, so this morning, I want you to know I wrote in my gratitude and goals prayer journal. This is one of my daily practices, and really this show holds me accountable to do that. So it's why I started this show, actually, was to help hold me accountable to do this practice every single day. But I wrote down that I am grateful for another beautiful day. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. Another beautiful day to build. I am in building mode right now. And so another beautiful day to build, another day to grow, and another day to take one more step in the right direction. I am now at a position where I'm like, building this house brick by brick. And so I'm excited about that. Like, what a beautiful time to be alive with things like AI and all this kind of stuff we got going on. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are endless. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to grow. And I'm grateful for the work that's in front of me. You know, oftentimes we look at work and we're like, oh, it's just so much to do, right? But I'm grateful for the work. I'm thankful for the work. There's a lot ahead of me, a lot to do. Grateful for the opportunities that are on my plate right now. You know, I got a lot on my plate, but I'm grateful for it. It could be worse. I could have nothing on my plate, nothing to do, sitting around wondering what the heck I'm going to do with my life, right? But no. I have a plan, a vision, and I've got a lot on my plate. It sometimes feels overwhelming, but I'm grateful for it anyways. I'm grateful for the opportunity. It looks like my computer is running low on battery, so we are actually going to be making this a short show today. This is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, but let's go ahead and keep going. I also wrote down that I'm grateful that even when the to-do list seems like never ending. Look, I still get to wake up every single day and try it again. I get to keep going. So I'm grateful for that. I'd love to hear from you. What's something that you're grateful for in the chat? That's what we do here. We're going to set our tone for the day. And gratitude is like a bulletproof vest that keeps life, when life comes and attacks you, it keeps it just bouncing off, okay? You can't have negativity and gratefulness in the same place at the same time. It just doesn't exist. So I want to help you guys with that. What is something you're grateful for down there in the chat? I'm grateful for clarity. I'm grateful for direction and purpose. And I'm grateful for another reminder that progress happens one choice at a time. Not all at once. Just one choice, one step at a time. And so I'm grateful for that. What's something you're grateful for? Let me go to the chat here, see who we got. All right, we got Vay. Good morning. Such a good day to see you. I see Ronnie in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. I see Easy. Here, let me pull up the chat. I see Easy and Figure. Good morning. Good to see you. Scarlett. We got Throng. You can do it. Appreciate you. Let's see. We got Easy, 8 Figure. He says, I'm grateful for being able to work hard every single day. That's what I'm talking about. We got Sir Wellington. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for being a part of this journey that I've been on. How many of you have been here before? This isn't your first time tuning into this show. You've seen this before. How many of you have been here before? Put a 2 in the chat, okay, if you have been on this show before. But I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you for the support. Go ahead and hit that like button, okay? That helps me get this thing out there to more people. I appreciate you. All right. Now, with that being said, let's move forward. I told you my battery's running a little bit low, so I gotta make this show short and impactful, okay? So my message of today is really simple. I was reading my devotional, and it opened up like this. It says, I am working on your behalf. And that really hit home, okay? That's like, it hit home for me because so often that we rush, we're always rushing things, we push, we're hustling, trying to make everything happen, go, go, go. And you know, we forget sometimes that God has a timeline, okay? God has a timeline. And it's not a human timeline, okay? It's not our timeline. He has a timeline. And he's also working on our behalf. John 3 and 4 reinforced the same pattern. I was reading in the Word this morning, John 3 and 4. And transformation takes time. In the Word I was reading, you know, Nicodemus, he had questions. He had questions for Jesus. The woman at the well had history. But both came face to face with the truth. Right? They met Jesus and they got face to face with the truth, and both were changed. Okay, they were both changed, but the process was different for each of them. Right? So the takeaway here is that God works beneath the surface. Right? Beneath the surface, long before anything becomes visible on the outside. And today's reminder is really simple, that you don't have to hurry what God's preparing for you. You don't have to hurry. You don't have to rush. Okay? Stay aligned and just keep showing up. That's the important part. Stay aligned and just keep showing up. Because, again, we're always trying to have it on our timeline. What this basically says, when we're trying to do it on our timeline, go, 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 hustle, 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 trying to do, more. Right, on our timeline, is it's actually a lack of faith. You know, it's a lack of faith because we're trying to control the situation. We're trying to control our own life and our own narrative. Like, we're trying to control it. It's a lack of faith. Having faith is kind of like giving up control. It's like surrendering, right? You just surrender control. Hey, your will, not mine. Right? That's faith. And trying to control the situation all the time is like almost like trying to be your own God, right? Instead of understanding that there is a source and just leaning on that source and saying, God, your will, like this is my vision. This is what I want to do. These are my goals. These are my visions. Like, these are my plans, but your will. I trust you. That's faith, right? So you got to stay aligned, but you got to also keep showing up, because also faith without works is dead. So you got to make sure that you're still moving. We can't just hope and pray for, you know, to win the lotto. Like, that doesn't work. Okay. You got to put in the work at the same time. You got to keep showing up. Okay. So this is Career Week. On this show, we like to talk about wealth, health, business, career, relationships, and faith. This is Career Week. We're focused on that this week. So I want to tell you a little bit about what I got going on, and then we'll talk about what you got going on. So today is a big work day for me. I've got a lot on my plate. I got to finalize some content that's been it's been out there hanging around. It's got multiple rounds of edits and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I got to get that across the finish line. Shouldn't take too long. I'm working on a Go Banking Rates media news feature. I get featured in the news all the time in finance publications. You'll see them out there. NASDAQ, Go Banking Rates, just all of those, major Market Watch, all those news features. I get featured all the time. But you got to put in some work. I got to basically contribute to the piece. And so I'm contributing to a Go Banking Rates piece today. I got to work on that. And that's not really something I can delegate either. And you can't use the AI for that either. So it's like got to be original thoughts and writing and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. I like that. I like that they put that. They want original content and not just some slop, some AI slop. Anyway, which is cool. I like that. Let's see what else I got. I'm reviewing what still needs to be finished to close out my career transition summit. I got a few little tweaks I got to do, little loose ends, and that's almost done. And that has to move up the priority list right now. That needs to take priority. And if I'm being transparent, I've let other things kind of like distract me from that. And for those of you that don't know, the Career Transition Summit is basically a webinar, an online program where I teach people that are going through career transition how to recover their income and basically turn their setback into their comeback, right? We help them get ready and launch. So I'm reinventing it, and that's got to be a priority. It's like number one. So I'm still studying for my exam, building out systems, hiring. I put a job post out the other day, and now I got to schedule the interviews and start that process. So I got a lot going on. I also need to follow up with my home office, and there's some loose ends there that I have to get done. Anyway, a lot to handle. I got a lot on my plate, and sometimes I feel behind. Sometimes I feel behind, but I also feel focused, right? I know what needs to be done, right? And today, reading that message reminded me that God is working for me, not against me. And even if I can't see the progress yet, something's still moving. There's like things it's almost like I got someone working on my behalf. It's like someone is working on my team, moving things forward, even while I'm asleep, like things are being worked on. So I love that. I just love that. And what's the lesson? The lesson is simple for you guys. You don't need to rush the process. You need to trust the pace. Trust the pace, okay? You don't need to rush. Just trust, okay? Growth is happening even when it feels slow, right? It's happening. Momentum is building even when you cannot measure it, right? Momentum it's still building. And God is shaping your path even when you feel behind. You might feel like you're behind, right? How many of you feel like you're behind? Put a B in the chat if you feel like you're behind. All right. By the way, I see I'm going back to the comments now. Guys, I go back and forth, by the way. If you're looking for a shout out, I'm going to give them to you now, okay? Because now I'm back to the chat. All right. So let's see. We got Racing 9071. Appreciate you. I am now happy. Good morning. Good to see you. I've seen you here several times. Appreciate you. We got Racing 9071. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Captain America, calm down. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We got Day Real. Good morning. Good to see you guys. But yeah, that's really the process, guys. I mean, or that's the lesson, is that you don't need to rush the process. You need to trust the pace. Okay? So today, my action step for you guys is simple. It's real simple, okay? I want you to ask yourself this question. What am I trying to force that actually needs time? All right? What are you trying to force? What are you trying to rush? And then ask yourself this, say, what could shift if I trust the process instead of trying to outrun it, right? If you just trusted the process, right? Sometimes the breakthroughs, right? Sometimes the breakthrough is just waiting for you to slow down enough to receive it, okay? And so my closing thoughts before I rock and roll out of here, all right? I want you guys to remember this. If you're feeling behind today, if you're feeling behind, you're not failing. You're just human, all right? You are in motion. Your growth is happening in layers. Your calling is building even in small steps. Your progress is real, even when the timeline feels slow. Just trust the pace, trust the preparation, trust the work being done on your behalf, even when you cannot see it, okay? Just keep showing up, y'all. That's bottom line. Keep showing up. Keep taking the next step. You're a lot farther along than you think. So let's rock, let's roll, let's go, and let's win the freaking day. All right? We got SSTE. Good morning. Good to see you. Y'all, you got some crazy comments, okay? I just want y'all to know that. You got some crazy comments, but I love you anyway. Thank you so much, guys, for being here this morning. Even y'all rebels in the chat trying to disrupt things a little bit. It's all good. I want y'all to know I stink and love you anyways. I see you. You're trying to get some attention. I see you. Too many prunes. Yeah, I see you. You crazy. But I love you anyway. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Y'all have an amazing, amazing, blessed day. Make sure you go hit that like button and subscribe to the Who You Know Show podcast, all right? I want to help you guys win. I want to help you to win in your wealth, health, business, career, your relationships, and your life. And guys, when you subscribe to that channel, my podcast is different from this, okay? On the podcast, I interview some of today's top thought leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, CEOs, celebrities. We got professional athletes, right? And I get to interview those people to find out what's their blueprint to success, okay? What's their blueprint to success? I see Sharon Falk over there on Instagram. Good morning. Good to see you. All right. But yes, that's what we do over there. Keep going. Appreciate you. I see that. Good morning. Good morning. I see that comment. Appreciate you. Get some positivity in the chat instead of all of these prunes. Ain't nobody talking about no prunes. Come on now. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Have a blessed day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's rock. Let's roll.